trapped in a dungeon, she pleads for a human's help, and promises an unimaginable reward. In the underbelly of Naxxor Prime, a planet known more for its crystalline spires and diplomatic elegance than its subterranean horrors, there was a dungeon so ancient that even the ruling Valari aristocracy denied its existence. And yet, it was there, beneath layers of polished civilization, that Corporal Thomas Hale of the United Terran Forces found himself, wrist-deep in a rusted control panel, listening to the distant echo of something alive. He hadn't planned on spelunking into an alien nightmare. His mission had been to deliver a diplomatic data core to the Valari Senate. But one misstep in the transport chamber, an unstable grav plate, faulty shielding, and a series of unfortunate coincidences, and he was sent hurtling into the forgotten veins of the planet. The air was humid, metallic, laced with something floral and wrong. Ancient roots clawed through durasteel walls, and phosphorescent mold pulsed faintly with green light. The deeper he wandered, the more his military-grade helmet crackled with electromagnetic interference. Then he heard it. A voice. Not the harsh clicks of the Valari or the monotone hum of machine speak, but a melodic, trembling call. "Please. Someone. Is anyone there?" Tom froze. The voice echoed through the tunnel, warbled by distance and the distortion of alien acoustics. Against every survival instinct in his training, he followed it. He found her slumped in the center of a circular chamber, bathed in dim teal light from a dying energy crystal embedded in the ceiling. Shackles bound her slender arms to the floor. She was humanoid but clearly not human. Lavender skin with opalescent scales across her shoulders, long dark tendrils that might have once been hair, and deep glimmering eyes like polished starlight. She stirred when he stepped in, as if the hope had nearly extinguished. "A human," she whispered, voice raspy. "Stars be merciful." Tom's rifle remained trained on her. "Identify yourself." "I am Lissari, daughter of the Vault. Prisoner for 300 solar cycles. Please. I don't have long." "You're Valari." She looked away. "I was. Until they sealed me here." He scanned the chamber. No visible surveillance. No guards. Just the strange humming pulse of a long-dead security system. "Why are you down here?" Her chains clinked as she straightened painfully. "Because I knew something they didn't want the galaxy to learn. I knew the origin of the Vault crystals. The source of their power. The truth they'd kill to keep hidden." Tom lowered his rifle slightly. Every Terran envoy had heard of Vault crystals, powerful energy sources capable of sustaining fleets or terraforming dead worlds. Their secret had always been a Valari mystery. "They said I was a heretic," Lissari continued, voice barely above a whisper. "So they entombed me where my words would never threaten them again." Tom approached slowly, running his scanner over the shackles. "These are integrated with the crystal lattice, no visible power feed, but maybe I can override the lock. If you free me, I will reward you," she said quickly, urgently. "Not with money, not with ships, but with a secret that could reshape your entire species' destiny." He paused. "What kind of secret?" Lissari lifted her eyes to him. "The Vault crystals are not mined. They are born. And I know how to grow them." Tom's fingers froze above the control interface. "If you're lying." "I'm not. I'll prove it. But I need to get out of here before the chamber reseals." "It does so every rotation." "And what happens then?" She glanced toward the crystalline ceiling. "The gas. The hallucinations. The reprogramming. It's how they tried to erase me. My memories. My identity." He exhaled, then got to work. Using his toolkit, He sliced into the panel and cross-referenced Valari archaic schematics from his suit's library. Sparks flew. The locks hissed open. Lissari collapsed forward, gasping. Tom caught her instinctively. Her skin was feverishly warm, her pulse fluttering. "We need to move," she said. "There's a maintenance shaft. Northwest quadrant. If it hasn't collapsed." As they stumbled through the twisting tunnels, she leaned on him, her gait uneven. "Why did you help me?" she asked, voice soft. "Something about the way you said please," he muttered. He chuckled weakly. A human with a heart. How rare. After an hour of navigating ruins and trap-laden corridors, they emerged into an abandoned transit hub. Tom patched into a backup comm relay and broadcasted an encrypted distress signal. "You have 5 minutes before someone picks that up," he said, handing her a flask. "Talk." Lissari drank, then began. The Valari were never the true creators of the vault crystals. They discovered them. Parasites on a miracle. The crystals are sentient. Larval stages of a dormant life form we call the Ilvar. Millennia ago, my ancestors were the stewards of these beings. We didn't harvest them, we nurtured them. The energy, you know. It's not fuel. It's embryonic bioresonance. They sing to one another. Learn. Adapt. Tom stared at her. "Are you saying the galaxy is powered by unborn alien minds?" "Yes," she said. "And the more you harvest, the more you awaken them. Someday they will hatch. If done properly, they could guide civilization into a new age. But the Valari are triggering their awakening through pain and rupture. They're creating gods. That will wake screaming." Tom felt his blood go cold. "Why tell me this?" "Because humanity hasn't defiled them yet. You're on the cusp. But you're curious. Dangerous, yes, but with potential. I saw it in your histories. And what do you want from us? A chance. To grow them properly. To lead a joint initiative. Valari heretic and Terran idealist. Together we could change everything." The transport ship arrived moments later. An automated rescue drone flagged his coordinates. He helped her aboard, unsure if he was aiding a madwoman or a visionary. 2 weeks later, the Terran Council convened in secret. Tom presented Lissari and her knowledge. Skepticism reigned. Yet she demonstrated control over a vault crystal prototype, causing it to bloom like a flower of light in the council chamber, radiating more energy than a battleship core, but in perfect harmonic stability. Humanity listened. Over the following months, the Ilvar Initiative was born. Joint Terran Valari scientists, those few brave enough to defect, began growing vault crystals in harmony. They learned to communicate with them, to guide them like children, not exploit them like resources. Tom and Lissari became figureheads of the movement. Him, the rescuer who disobeyed protocol, her, the heretic who'd gambled everything on a stranger's morality. Yet not all celebrated. The Valari elite declared war. The first strike came at the edge of the Rigel corridor. A Valari dreadnought attempted to seize a growing cradle of Ilvar larvae. But the crystals responded, surrounding the station with a field that collapsed the dreadnought's warp matrix into a singularity. It was not defense. It was instinct. That moment changed everything. Galactic powers realized the Ilvar were awake and watching. Within a year, the war turned cold. The Ilvar, under Lissari's guidance, began choosing their hosts, bonding with those who approached them not with control but curiosity. Humanity flourished. The Valari faltered.